Stadium, Baton Rouge. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, when finding some room. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Throwing Manning. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Quick release on the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Going to the run, it's Smothers. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Running inside, it's Smothers. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Takes it the other way. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, LSU.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple of play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's Arts to throw. Gets rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Got a little grass. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got a man, it's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff, Caden Durham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Texas offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here's Manning to throw. He's looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going for it all. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Arch Madness. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming, and he never had a chance. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Arch is going to throw for it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time, and if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Gets it out fast. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And the point after is good.
LSU, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat, and they got him.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Flag 18! Flag 18! Wilson!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Harris. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fakes to grab.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Manning with the play fake. He lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the run, it's Smothers. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Akron taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Zips able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. He's got it! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate?
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Throws to the tight end. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
He'll pull it down. QB got it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. With the catch, it's Green. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously, trail.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
There are bitter disappointments in life, and this would be one of them if you have to try a field goal after getting the ball in this field position. 3rd and goal.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To throw, it's Levitt. He fires to the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I feel the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And the the Tigers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
Brings it in down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. To throw, Manning. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had
touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to